It's your boy again, Go Get Titles, Comlag C89 Tiger House. We're here with two of our Comlag juniors from the 2000 set. Pleasure meeting them and learning from them. Thank you very much for subscribing to our channel and watching it and giving us advice. We really appreciate it. We're trying to incorporate a lot of those into our video. So I'll pass on to my co-host, Ifedapo. Take it away.
Good evening, folks. This is Ifedapo, C88, flying us out. This is our first live event. We're in the library in Maryland. Come check it out sometime. The suya is off the chain. Try to talk it right.
Yeah.
Talk suya is off the chain.
Laurel.
So we have two distinguished gentlemen. One actually came from Texas to join with us. We have Vincent and we have Elijah from 2000 set. So we're gonna let you introduce yourselves one at a time. So Vincent, why don't you go ahead?
So everybody, my name is Vincent. Easy Floby. Don't try to pronounce it. I'm surprised. This is my first time in Maryland, Laurel City to be precise. It's a good feeling. I've never been here, but hanging out with these good guys. Woo! Woo! And I didn't feel me, Avi.
Yes, when they feel you.
Well, it's nice to be here, and I want to be here all the time that you guys give me the opportunities to. Thank you.
So my name is Elijah Lucas from 2000 sets, Scorpion House. I live here in Maryland, Laurel City to be precise. Glad to be here. I've always I'm part of the group. That's the good work that these gentlemen do. Very excited to be part of this whole family.
So let's get down to business. Commander has done a lot for all of us. So we just want to hear from you guys your experiences in command, good and bad, the ugly. Keep it PG as much as you can. Just ensure that we want to know also how you got in life, how the impact command has had in your life. As you speak, we'll be asking some certain questions. And more important, we want to know, will you send your child to command right?
Right, what house were you in? Multiple houses.
Okay. So you want to go first?
Wait, a quick question. Go back to the first day they dropped you in command base. I'm taking you back memory lane.
Remember that day?
Remember that day? How did you
Ife,
I do.
the chair.
Who will not remember that day? Everybody does, at least for me I do. I cried my eyes out even when I tried to be bold at 11 years. I looked my father in the eye and I told him bye-bye, but that bye-bye was not genuine. When they turned around, I cried my eyes out. Yes. I did, and it made me the man I've become today. Those were my formative years, because leaving your child at that younger age, not knowing what is going to become of him. But I tell you, command is a place that I associated myself with the highs and the lows. Those were the years that defined my personality and made me who I have become today, because it set me for greater things. Would I want to put my kids there? I think yes, but going back to command and seeing the way they've turned, serving them chicken and rice, we never had that.
We now serve rice and chicken?
I don't know, but I think it's...
We had rice.
Yes, we did. We did. Sundays, I think Sunday, every Sunday.
I'm saying it's a better version of what I had before.
Right.
Okay.
If they define, those moments define me today, I think I want to send them back, because looking at our generations and the kids that are coming now, they need some set of discipline. For me, if you ask me, I think they need something to cut some of their loose ends down and make them responsible in society. That is how I see it. And for anybody out there that is listening to me.
So, what kind of, be more specific with the discipline you're talking about? Be more specific. What kind of discipline are you referring to? Is it the waking up in the morning? Is it the frog jump? Is it the
routine?
Yeah, the regimented lifestyle. getting up at the particular time of the hour, eating at a particular time, going to class at a particular time. Everything was so structured.
It's funny he calls it regimented. I call it organization. That's how I see it, because those moments allowed me to prioritize my schedules and organize my time as a person. Those moments made me to see things from a different point of views and not allowing people to do things for me. It made me independent. It made me self-sufficient. Those are the moments I am so proud of, and those are the moments that has defined me as a person. Because even though you cried at those points in time, you will surely smile. It is worth it. It is something that is meant for anybody that is willing to make themselves available. Though never rosy, but at the end of the day, you come out blissful.
That's right. Eli.
So for me, I remember the first day I was dropped off. The same thing, like everyone else. It sounds like you're all excited. I got my had my uniform and everything, all excited. But the moment my dad just dropped me and just turned around, he hit me like, okay, all right, what's gonna happen now? You got like soldiers, telling you, come on, dad, just say bye to dad, and all that kind of stuff. So like everyone else, I believe, it wasn't the first day. Still feels like fresh in my memory. But walking into the dormitories now, seeing seniors, and like kind of like jive you up. I'm like, hey, see your bed, yeah, sit down here, sit down. Still felt like a kind of like a movie to me. Then when the night fell, down on me like right now, and they started hearing all those bells and all those seniors, and walking into the dormitory, you seeing people like doing frog jumps, right now.
Some crying, some being beaten up.
Some cutting grass. I'm like, okay, what's going on? All that kind of stuff still feels fresh to me. But like Vincent here, that stuff just helped, build me, made me, respect, people more, regardless of where they come from, the background. I was telling you yesterday, made me just try to put in my head that everyone is important. I dealt with the highs and the lows, the poor, the rich, people from all different part of family. We all came together, and then we need to just come together as one and then respect people for who they are. So command really does help too. Going back to like walking into the dining rooms, everything is all rush. They rush you to eat, rush you to drink, rush you to sit down, to pray. Everything is all, even if you feel like it's organized, but that kind of like makes you just feel that, okay, this is life, this is real life for you. I remember when one of our AOs came in, and he implemented this stuff where no walking, you always have to just run.
Oh, wow.
From point A to point B. There's no such thing as walking. All that kind of stuff, and I joke about it right now, but going back and thinking about all that happened to me, everything just kind of like made me who I am right now.
Right.
Being able to just.
There's one thing you said that I do like that I definitely agree with what you were saying about being in command and mixing with people of different classes, whether your dad was a general officer, or civilian, senior officer, colonel, or major, or even other enlisted other rank or civilian. Everybody, that experience in command makes me not, first of all, look down on anybody, not because your father is this or that, but be able to integrate regardless of where I'm at. You understand? Because, I don't think anybody's father's position, especially when we were in school, it was a military regime. So we had people who their dads were director of this, director of that, ministers, civilian ministers, and a lot of generals, right? And you had other ranks, and everybody just clicked and worked as a unit on everything. So in life, that one of the beautiful things about, I think, a lot of people that went to command, my friends and my cousins who went to different military schools, Air Force, Navy, NMS, that thing makes you be able to connect to other people, right? And you don't look at people down because their dad wasn't somebody. You understand? That's one thing I loved about command that led us become. It's a unique kind of training,
And integrated us.
Huh?
That integrated us.
That integrated us.
Yes.
Integrated us easily. So in
Yes.
life, you you'll be able to work with anybody. You're not looking at who was their background and stuff like that. So I definitely agree with that aspect.
Yeah, like I said, you got like the richest kids in the school. They're trying to hustle you too. You know
Of
what I'm
course.
saying? Trying to hustle you. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, isn't your dad like the major general? But command just kind of like level you up.
It's level.
Level.
No doubt.
Everyone, you know what I'm saying? Just once you walk into the gauge, drop wherever, how rich you think you are or how poor you think you are. We just try to like share, eat equal and we slept together, work together as a family. That mentality and it just kind of like follows you along, Don't never mind what you have, never mind what you may not have.
You're right.
Just focus, keep your mind open.
Yeah, they were.
So that uniform levels everybody
Okay,
out
let's
there.
Because
take
they.
a quick break.
From the 2000 set too, so I will let him introduce himself. Your name, house, set, and the command you went to.
Yeah, my name is CJ Silky Chijioke Ifeanyi Chukwu Okichukwu Flying House.
Flying House.
2000 sets. What else?
Command Secondary School.
Yeah, I went to Command Secondary School Ipaja, and
He just joined us.
great school.
Let's also go ahead. Give us your experience.
Oh well, yes. I would say I really enjoyed my 6 years in Command Ipaja. It was great. We have the good and the bad, the ugly and the beautiful. But in everything, I love Command Secondary School. It kind of built me basically to where I am. And sometimes I flash back to those good old days. And it's great to be part of like the command. How am I going to put it? The command, growing up from the command perspective of going to like a boarding school and a secondary paramilitary anyway, basically. So it kind of like built me and I just love it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, one of the questions we asked these guys: will you send your child to command today?
Yes, I will send my. Matter of fact, I'm on it right now. No jokes, because it built me, it made me who I am. I'll tell you straight up, And when I see kids these days,
Just shake your head.
I want them to go to command. And we are working on it. My son, my nephews. Yes, my nephews. We are actually working on it to want to go to either Command Ipaja or Navy Abeokuta. These are the two
School.
choices we have. Yeah.
All right, good. So we're gonna get it. You good? Yeah. So we'll get into the fun part. You guys, I think this is crazy thing. Who wants to go first?
Anybody could go.
That guy.
I'll say Chijioke.
Okay.
I tell you, yeah.
Okay. If that's the case,
You have a booth.
hold on. If that's the case, we'll save for the last.
Oh boy.
So Elias is the most honest.
We all got suspended, right?
Yeah. Really? The last good days. I would never forget.
Did you guys all get suspended?
Oh yes, both of us.
Oh, really? It was like my second home. The funny thing, I think the RSM, Stagger, I told you that.
Yeah.
He just came, the first time I went to Gadro, he just called me from nowhere and he was like, yo, I've been looking at you. You seem to be a stubborn boy, man.
Just looking at you.
That was where my problem started. He told me that today, 2 days later, I got into trouble. I think you went to Gadro
Yes,
one time.
yeah,
One time on Sunday.
Always. I love it.
So what happens in the gathering?
I'm confused about something, and this is why I'm confused. That the set from the 2000s, they seem to be enjoying their drink. in the 80s, we didn't want Gadro.
Oh, no.
They punish because the 2006 guys said that they are eating good food.
Yes.
But like they give you guys good food.
Yeah. So in the Gadro,
Really?
That's what the guys say.
It wasn't good food, though. It wasn't good food. What we do there was. Let me break it down. What we do there was when we go to the dining hall to pick up our food, we get the best.
You can lie for the amount of
Quantity. Quantity, not quality.
Yeah, quantity.
Yes.
We
It's
get the
not
best.
about quality. It's not about quantity.
Also, they give you more.
Yes.
Also, they match you to go and get your own food.
Sometimes
That's why they need to bring the food to people in Ghana.
Sometimes when we're like 5 in the garden, we'll tell them we're like 10 or 15.
15.
So we get like extra pots. So that's how we do it.
Wow. You guys were greedy bastards. I was greedy bastard.
Opposite side to that though. So you got to do manual labor.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got to cut grass. You got to clean.
We do that regardless.
Exactly.
But did they wake you up to
But they whip you.
They whip you at floor jump at like 4 a.m. and stuff. So if they did all that, the only reason we would like this is because you could get double the food.
Exactly.
Double ration. Double ration.
Was it fun getting flogged?
Yeah, kind of.
Double ration. The double ration was fun.
Look at this. Look at this. He was a member of a Doom Squad.
Doom Squad, what's that? What I explained that? What's that? No, you 2007. What's Doom Squad? Explain that to your viewers.
It was like a group thing, you know, like
Some dangerous guys. Dangerous guys.
No, don't put dangerous.
A group of.
Just like friends, you know, we're just separate.
So why did you come up with the name then?
I don't know.
I guess with what they were subjected to.
Jerry's your set.
Yeah.
Who's Jerry?
It's not for me. That was special.
That's his special.
He posts some weird stuff too.
Really?
Yeah, he's on phone.
Actually, it was supposed to, it was called DS, but already it was Doom. The name is Doom Squad, but we got into so much trouble. We had to switch it to Diligent Students.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we just,
So are you notorious to be?
No. We're just like style. We just put a style.
So were you from different houses in that group or just one house?
Different houses.
You were
But same class.
You were octopus. You flying out,
Yes.
And what?
Scorpion.
Okay.
right? You formed one clique.
So
We're always together, you
We're
know.
always together. We have our, meetings.
So,
we dress
meetings,
different. Just
Yeah,
like normal.
dress different,
So-
shoes different.
What's your craziest experience at command? You go.
Jumping the fence and going out there to
Go
eat. Just going out to buy
Oh my
food,
God, the
eat.
last day.
You were honorable.
Omiwo, yeah.
Omiwo,
The
back
I
last
love
day
it.
of
Jump the fence.
Ah, that woman, was she still alive?
Ah, yes, yes.
No, this is I'm telling you. That woman was already old.
Behind the camera.
That woman,
That one's been around though.
as
she's
far
been
as-
around.
Maybe it's the child.
The last day was one of my craziest days.
Yeah, we got into trouble.
We got into trouble.
Yeah.
The last day of campus.
Last day
Yeah.
of campus.
How did you get in trouble?
What
they gonna do to you?
We're just thinking of something stupid anyway.
They
That's
invaded-
just-
We're living school, we're graduating.
Soldiers invaded.
Invaded us.
So people, I don't want to call names, but some
Yeah.
people fought soldiers,
Yeah.
beat soldiers. It was crazy.
They beat
So they
soldiers.
invaded.
beat soldiers.
Yes.
When you do that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we
Our
have
own power of
Destroying
revolution.
schools.
Yeah.
Destroying-
Oh, no. Okay, someone told me a story about 2007 that
Yeah.
they expelled a lot or they suspended.
Yes, so the whole lot.
The 1998 set, they said those ones that were cadets did some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
And that's when they
yeah,
started
yeah,
cadets.
yeah.
That they were going to obtain people.
Yes,
That they
yes.
brought soldiers from they brought soldiers from
the
the
barracks.
cantonment.
Yes, from the
Military
cantonment.
police.
Yeah.
Wow.
They brought military police come and carried them.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Like
expelled
she said
them.
before that night, you're right.
They say, no, I heard the gist.
And
now.
they
Kiss like your set.
What did they do exactly? Explain.
Ah, they
So they were
were
wearing
too much.
soldier uniform and
Well,
they're going out.
No, they are just cadet uniform. So what were they doing outside?
To go take money. Like,
Oh, obtaining civilians, just
Yeah.
people
roadblock and all that kind
No,
of
they
stuff.
brought. They actually. I heard that the commandant brought military police to carry them.
Yeah.
Lock them in the Kenya
that
canton.
thing was
When they
good,
carry
that
you to
thing
Kenya, you know it's a different level because they're not in command guard room anymore.
Yeah.
The military person can carry you. It is not funny.
That's criminal. That's criminal.
That's criminal. Yeah.
And then
Who was your commandant then?
One Calabar man. Ekpo, yeah.
Colonel.
And the last day that they invaded, the soldiers invaded
The whole campus.
of people.
Wait, was it local soldiers or they brought them from barracks?
Both barracks.
Both barracks are local because
From
they were
the
very enough soldiers in the school.
But that, the cantonment down the road.
Yeah, the canton.
Oh, where they train dogs?
Yeah.
With it? No, they train dogs there now. They train military dogs there now.
I didn't know though.
It is actually a military training from back in the day.
Okay.
I've forgotten the name of that place. But that's just where I'm from
remember that
back in the
road.
day. Yeah. They used to train dogs there.
They had the piggery.
Piggery and everything. In the 80s, I don't know if they still do that now. I'm talking of in the
The
80s.
I put a step for that barrack before for there now. That guy within my house before. What's my name? That dog.
We used to jog. When we jog in the morning, we could jog past there.
You jog past there to the bridge, 3 kilometers and 3 kilometers back. Yeah, You pass it. I remember that place now. I still saw the place in last year when I went to Command, but I don't know what they do
over there.
Yeah,
it's like I think during our time it was like more barracks anyway.
Yeah.
So they bring the soldiers from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I know during that time they get like they bring soldiers from. Yeah, stop.
Yeah, because they brought all the soldiers from there.
So what did they do when they came and they raided?
They had to catch like a whole lot of men, males, pick up the man. My body was messed up.
So what did they do? They took you to their own gadroom.
Yeah, gadroom.
Their own gadroom.
Our own gadroom.
Oh, your own in command.
Yeah.
And locked you up there for how long?
Oh well, luckily my parents were around that period anyway. So that same day we left because we were actually graduating. But you know, things got out of hand and. Hey.
What happened was for me, I had my bag. I was trying to like save my bag. You know what I'm saying? Because you just graduated from school. How do you go home without your
no bag without things.
And you know how you collect money for books and then buy all these books. So they want to see those books.
Yeah, true.
SS3, right?
So the reason they brought the soldiers was what exactly?
Because people were like revolutionary.
People were like breaking out the windows.
They were just. You guys were just pissed about your 6 years.
No, I'll be honest with you. When you subject people to certain type of conditions, at some point they would react. That was the reaction you saw.
So was the revolution. But that's the discipline now. You guys are doing what 1984 said did. That made them bring soldiers to look at their cantonment and jack up.
Guess what? All the people they caught, I don't think any of them did anything like that.
Yeah, we didn't know because I think why they caught us was because we were like, this is how it started. You know, we were like always at the forefront. Whenever anything happens, we're like, okay, the RSM go to like Chijoke, Elijah, Donna, this, that. And I kind of like I knew the AO there, you know, my family knew that. So whatever, call this, call that, we're always in the forefront. So if we're not in the assembly ground, it's a problem. If we're not in the class, that's a problem. We're not everywhere, that's a problem.
Yeah, but that's where you're supposed to be.
But
you guys were stealing.
Yeah.
You're missing on action. You're AWOL. Why you guys always sneaking out AWOL?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, no.
So at the end of the day, when that thing happened, we're actually leaving. The people that were doing it, but it wasn't us.
Well, because you committed so much atrocity.
But that's how that RS. That's how.
Atrocity. We were just like, you know, everything about us was different.
Okay, one way. Explain that. Maybe I might be 80 cents. I'm trying to understand what different means.
You know, we just try to do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't, like me, I don't like to go to the assembly.
I don't like all that stuff.
Man.
You guys were very disciplined.
But see,
you don't like to go to
but the
assembly.
things.
So what are you eating?
But okay.
But from the back, you know, when they
Okay,
when they serve the juniors the food, we get the food from the dining table, drag it out.
Okay, the things they were doing is what we did. Seniors did even before us too. They didn't go to class. You remember? Some in like October, they don't go nowhere.
I think was
They don't. They sit in the. They sit all day. All day. They just go out to the.
I swear.
Used to kind of put people in check in the 80s.
Yeah, but when it got to our side, it became stricter.
Yeah.
Very strict. You can't just.
After 201, it was like nothing.
You can't hang out in your dormitory.
I'm telling you, see, RSM, that RSM was scared of those guys, though. Just that he used to do Agbari. He used to do Agbari with the
I remember RSM, whenever he knew, especially Scorpion House, were notorious. When we were there, he comes with squad of soldiers.
Yeah.
He comes with squad. So it's not, you think he was older than he was in his 40s, you think he went after somebody.
No, yeah.
He came with squad of soldiers.
Yes, he knew.
So they're the one that chase you up and down, and if you jump from upstairs, you think he's going to follow you and jump. No, the other okay, I know you guys were mischievous yourself. It seems that 2000 set was very disciplined from what you guys said. But generally, from the experience you guys had in command, how do you think those the discipline and the regimental lifestyle has helped you today progressively in your life today, in your professional lives, in your personal lives, that when things get tough, you know, you don't give up, but you want to kind of, you know, move forward. And do you think attending a co-ed school, you know, with girls, do you think you prefer that, or going to like a single-sex school like NMS or one of those schools, or even going to a civilian school?
Yeah, I think it's I love it with the mix of the male and the female, you know, being together in the same campus and all that, because that gives you that exposure to know how to relate to people. And the school really kind of like say it kind of helped
Gotcha.
because it gave me that morale that I needed. Because anywhere I go, if I want to reflect back to command days, I can bring it out real quick if I want to.
Sure.
Because it's something that's still part of me. Some days I'll be like, damn, I wish I could just put on these boots and the uniform and just be a captain or something. I still think about it every day. I'm like, damn, I should have gone to like ND or something though. It's not wasting my time doing what I'm doing, But I love it. It gave me. It's still like something that I could sit down and I could advise someone to go through that same process. But some days when I sit down and I look at the current command right now, I'm like, oh, they're still like babies over here.
Right? I know that's the thing.
I still want that
Innocence.
discipline. Even if sometimes we want to go out of our way, but I still love that military mind.
So do you think that the discipline helps you to become measured?
Oh yeah.
In regards to your thinking, not having impulse control.
Oh yeah.
From just jumping into
Oh
doing
yes.
things and
Oh
stuff.
yes. The discipline, actually gave that, that kind of built me up, and I love it because it's something that, hey, with the world we're living in right now, you just don't want to wake up one morning and think that when you pass through, like, if I hadn't passed through command, maybe I don't know what I'll be though. I'll tell you straight
A
up.
little jellier.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll be. I could be on the quiet side. I'll be like, whatever, But it kind of like built me. Every year I went through command, I really wanted to back out, but every year it kept getting interesting.
True.
GS3 was the best. That was when I was like, because I know from GS2 to GS3, I didn't want to come over there. I was trying to run away. But GS3 was like the best. That was when I was like, you know
You
what?
settled in.
Yeah, this is great. I could maneuver my way. I had friends, crazy friends. Loved it. Yeah, it kind of built me, and I love it.
So how about you? Do you think it helped you to be measured, to be successful in life, and be able to dig through any challenges you faced over time till today, and even going forward?
Yeah, I think it did for me. Going through command is about perseverance. Going through command made me understand that in life, whatever you go through, you have to set certain times, certain conditions, and in as much as you've been exposed to them, regardless, I think you can excel. Till today, I don't know how it happens, but if you tell me today I go 12 o'clock, I'll definitely be there 11:30. It's still instilled in me. It still moves me and makes me understand that this is the way you have to put people or things ahead of you and set up your time. Sincerely, this is my take. Command has given me discipline. Command makes me respect anybody, regardless of who you are. Everyone is important. No matter who you are, they are important at every certain level of life. And that is what command has made me become. This discipline sets me ahead of my peers in my workplace. This respect and this organization makes me come out above my colleagues at work, and I can only attribute all of this to the qualities and my formative years during command. So I think for anybody, these are the things that makes me say, if given the opportunities, I want to expose my kids to such. That's my resolve.
So good. For you, do you think command has made you respect authority? And stuff like that, because that's really important, respecting authority. Even though they always say in command, obey first, complain later, which was the motto that you obey whatever the order is. So do you think that has helped you and also keep you measured as you move on? Do you think so?
Sure, I would say the same thing. So yeah, for me, command has helped me, taught me how to behave well. Because these are the things that you get into trouble for not behaving well. You get whipped, you get asked with, you get asked with for not talking, for just listening. So, going through that command just made me just learn how to, when I'm around people, talk well, respect people, you guys all so much seniors, and you get into trouble, like I said, for just little things. taught me how to behave well around people, respect people. You know. So yeah, I'll definitely send my kids back if I have the opportunity to. Because, like I said, like Vincent mentioned, Command taught me how to respect everybody. Respect everyone, no matter regardless of where they come from. Be where you have to be at the right time. Everything is time based. Help you. Taught me how to manage my time. I'm very when it comes to time management. My team, within my team, I work. You know, I try to make sure look out to help people. Even after I do my own job, to make sure I get my duty done. I look out to see how I can help people. You know, it's kind of like that mentality to just think outside the box. Think about other people, not just about yourself. Because life is not all about yourself. But sometimes you just have to look out for people because you never know what you're going to do. Where life is going to turn around. Like I said, you had like people that you don't even think that they could do or say or do something, do the worst things. Command taught me not to just judge people by the cover. Right. Just look at people's hearts, relate to them, and also treat people the way they treat you too. So just never ending about what you never will learn.
Wow, awesome.
Well, first we want to thank our cameraman today, Michael Bruzube. He was in our 3rd edition, right? Octopus House. His cameraman today behind the cameras, real Dinosaur Bad Boy Bruzube.
It was some crazy days.
Bad Boy Bruzube.
We will never forget those days.
Thank you for holding the camera for us today. To shoot this with a 2000 set to let us know, how Command has transformed them today and how they had expeditions beyond their control. And their last days was with getting soldiers to engage and front jump, and they never forgot it. And they decided that I don't think they want to go to NDA. No, it was a preview.
Right.
What happened that day made my mom stop me from going to NDA. That was one of the reasons.
Right.
Oh, really?
Because other than that, that was my plan.
I remember I left the school.
That was my plan.
I had to stop at
Shoes.
Because I got drove they drilled me on the last day.
Yeah, the last day. It was bad.
And then they walked out of the gate and like,
go.
Man, so how many soldiers were there?
Oh, there were many.
Like up to 100.
There were a lot.
You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. But when you see
when they were jogging, you see them. I was like, it was crazy. People were actually jumping from dump 3 all the way down.
Wow.
Just to run away.
All right, let's wrap this so that we'll keep that after the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So thank you very much, viewers. Thank you for joining Naija Commandos for live, for watching our show. We keep getting alumni coming to discuss their experience and the memory lane and how it has evolved them to today. We definitely keep looking forward to having more guests on the show. Really appreciate the support, the comments, the advice from the people, and keep pushing it out. Please like and subscribe and share. And thank you very much. Okay.
CJ, thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Eli, thanks for putting this together. Hey guys, remember, subscribe, like, share. Peace out.
Peace out, man. Commandos for life.
One, two, three. Commandos for life. And we'll do this still.
It's a 30 seconds.
I say one second, 2010, right? Yeah. 2000, 89, 2000, 2000.